We'll go to her in about a minute. So we'll just have a general conversation about you and being part of the Futures Leaders Program. Congratulations, well done for being selected. Now, it's Carly Jones, yes? And where in New Zealand are you from, Carly?
Tauranga in the North Island.
Tauranga in the North Island. Glasses there. Yes, okay. Yeah, Carly Jones from Tauranga in the North Island in New Zealand.
20.
She's 20. Karleigh.
Yes.
And Jones as it
Jones.
always sounds. 20. Tauranga, I think, is Tauranga.
That's correct.
No, T, not P. T. Yes, that's right. We're just going to run it under the screen. Cut your name. Yes, all right. Okay. And when we finish, I'll cut back to the studio, but don't move because there's still about 5 seconds on here. That's right, David. Michael Gilly-Smith at the Adelaide Convention Centre for the Asia Pacific Autism Conference. There's been tremendous announcements about breakthroughs in research, but one of the most interesting things, in fact, people were cheering, they were laughing and they were crying. I saw it myself, I was exactly the same, were these remarkable personal stories of courage, of achievement, of excellence. And one of the people who've been telling those stories at this conference is Carly Jones from Tauranga in the North Island of New Zealand. Carly, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Carly, what's it like being Carly Jones?
Well, it can be a bit of like a roller coaster. It has its ups, it has its downs, has its sun and stops. But I think that roller coasters are a lot of fun, and so is my life.
You know, I love roller coasters too, especially that bit when you go down the hill and you lose your stomach in the air somewhere. Is it like that sometimes?
Yes, sometimes you have those things, and I sometimes feel I lose my mind at those times, but eventually I find that I do feel better. Like, it might take a while for me to feel better, but I do get to the stage where I feel good again.
These ups and downs, do they happen every day, or is it just every few weeks or months? Is it sort of a constant thing all the time, or is it much more infrequent?
It's kind of random. Like, sometimes I have really good patches, and sometimes I have not so good patches. But I've started to realise that, you know, everyone has those rough patches.
What are the things that get you through the rough patches? Do you have any little sayings that you say to yourself, or strategies, things that you do?
I love music. Sometimes I just put in headphones, pick a song, and bout out a tune. I know I have my family that I can turn to, and I also find that both being active and being out in the community makes me feel good.
And the up moments, the bits on the roller coaster that just feel fabulous. Can you tell us about some of those?
Like, being able to wear contact lenses is one of those moments, because I was diagnosed with an eye condition called keratoconus at 40, which means I have thinning and bulging of the corneas. And at the stage I am at now, contact lenses are the only things that help me to get good eyesight. And it was a big learning curve, but I managed to get through it, and I've done better than people who are not on the spectrum who have tried contact lenses, or so they tell me.
That must be a huge relief to be able to see things and read things.
Yes, especially because I love reading.
What are some of the things you love to read?
Anything and anything, really. But I started reading at a young age, and it's something that I have always enjoyed. At the moment, I'm into my food books because I love food, and also reading about half marathons and marathons because I want to be able to work to the stage where I can complete a marathon.
What is it about a marathon that attracts you to that challenge?
That it's something anyone can do. You don't have to be an elite athlete to be a marathoner. And I've seen videos of people who, for example, have lost limbs in combat zones doing marathons, or people who have disabilities that look more severe, and I think that if they can do it, then I should start working towards it, and I can do it.
I believe you also have a good relationship or closeness to animals. What can you tell us about that? You like working with animals?
I do. I've been a volunteer at my local animal shelter for over 5 years, and I look after the cats there, and I've got 2 cats of my own, one being a rescue cat, and one possibly would have ended up with a rescue cat as a rescue cat, and I feel I can really relate to animals because they're much more straight up than people, and they can sometimes remind me of myself, like for example my cat Patch. He likes to sleep, he likes to eat, and likes to socialise on his terms, kind of like me.
Can you tell me what it feels like to have an affinity with an animal? Does it feel like you have a very close understanding of each other?
Yes, it kind of feel that you can understand their needs, and they can understand yours. Like before I flew out, my cat did not want me to go and would just sit next to me and put its head on my leg, like saying, "Oh God."
How do you think the cat knew you were going when you were still there?
I think cats have got this, or all animals have got this way of sensing things. Like you hear in the news and through people's experiences about animals being able to, for example, sense when someone who has epilepsy is going to have a seizure, or sense when someone's feeling really down.
Do you feel like the animals understand you better than some people, or you can understand animals better than some people?
A bit of both, but I can find that sometimes that animals are much more straight up, like they don't like to muck around, and sometimes I can understand animals more than people do, but because I can understand what their needs are.
And the Futures Leaders program, what are some of the things that you hope to gain yourself from being part of the experience?
I hope to gain new skills, like working with the media and being able to be more confident and being away from the family, because sometimes I think I'm a little bit clingy, and I really want to try and be more confident to being away from my family.
And what about some of the things that you'd like to contribute to other people out there with autism? Any messages or things that you'd like to do to help them as a future leader?
I just want to show people that they're not alone. Like sometimes it may seem like you're alone, but you're not. There are people out there that have been through similar experiences.
Cully, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Back to you, David. Okay. Cully, that was great.